Okay, somebody's out there being a McLovin. Somebody's out there being a McLovin. I'm so sorry to be so cheesy. It's just, obviously you're loving, right? You're loving got somebody feeling like, damn, I'm not missing out on this opportunity. Okay, I feel like that is the divine masculine energy for today. That's what we're going in with, guys. All right, because I don't know what kind of rendezvous, what kind of encounter you two have had, but he has had a dose of your loving. And when you guys are not together, when you're apart, okay, I'm hearing, especially at night, somebody's feeling like, wait, hold on, wait a second. Like, why am I going without this? Okay, so I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to dig in and see what's the current energy between you two. Someone's feeling like they're missing this opportunity. Okay, there could be confusion. Okay, not gonna lie, I am picking up on like somebody's now feeling confused because they've met you, or you guys stumbled upon one another. You're just getting to know each other. I'm seeing the romance angels already. It's like your bond is deepening with someone. I feel like you guys could have crossed the line because and it doesn't even have to be physically, right? Like the thing about your loving is like the way that you love on someone, or the way that you might show affection to someone. Okay, they find that the way that you're very loving, like it's got them feeling some type of way. And I feel like confused now is the type of way, because like illusions as well, like getting you to really see or open up your eyes to your current situation. I feel like I'm talking to the divine masculines here. This is someone who I feel like they're already with someone, and after encountering you or meeting you, they can't get you off their mind, or they can't shake your energy just like that. Okay, so we have release your ex as I cut the deck in half. So I definitely feel like that energy is lingering around someone. Okay, this opportunity that they don't want to miss out on is the fact that you do love them genuinely, okay? And I think the confusion is coming from like this codependent energy that, okay, ever since you guys met, it feels like that relationship that they are in, like it's more of two people codepend on one another, or two people who can't stop depending on one another. They don't know how to either financially be on their own, emotionally be on their own, and so they stay because it's comfortable. Let's get some energy around this, because along with release your ex, I feel like this is the opportunity here. Like they feel the need to release a past situation, and they can't shake it again ever since they met you. What was the energy like between you two? You're loving divine feminine. What was that about? Okay, so healing family issues. And I feel like that codependency was part of maybe some of that family issues that they had to heal. You know, when it's like you end up in a fucked up relationship with somebody because it kind of mirrors some of the patterns that you saw growing up. And then it kind of hits you one day where it's like, ew, like I can't believe I'm in a relationship with someone who kind of like mirrors maybe like, you know, like the way that your parents had a relationship growing up. And maybe when you were young, you would say to yourself like, oh, I'm never going to end up in a relationship like that. And then when you look, you're like, damn, I'm in the kind of relationship that I saw my parents growing up in, that I promised myself I wouldn't end up in. Those are real freaking patterns, guys. And they're really difficult to break and even recognize. Okay, much less like, you know, make these drastic changes for the ordinary person, right? But when it comes to the Twin Flame Collective, it's something that you can't deny. You just can't. Like, you want to be so authentic that it makes you sick to even live a life where you have to wear a mask. As soon as that realization hits you, it's like you can't unsee it. And that's what I feel like is happening for your divine masculines. Your relationship with them, or that encounter, like it feels real, like it feels genuine. It feels like when you really love someone, like that's how it should feel, rather than like I'm seeing like settling or staying in a connection out of fear. Okay, like I'm afraid to be apart from this person. I'm afraid to leave because I don't want to challenge myself to be on my own therefore I'm just going to remain codependent. Okay. And they're starting to see that, like, and I'm also seeing like the nervousness of somebody feeling like they have to either live on their own. So this could be like moving out, getting a new apartment. I'm seeing leases, I'm seeing rental agreements, I'm seeing like a home purchase. The idea that two people are maybe going through like a sense of releasing, and if it's not that immediate, it's definitely from like an emotional perspective where like the tower between them is starting to crumble. Okay. And that's what I'm getting very clearly here with the release your ex card. I feel like that confusion feeling has really been haunting someone. Okay. And I see you distancing yourself. Maybe this is why these worries are coming up about like this opportunity being missed. Okay, and again, it all has to do with your loving. Let's see what else is behind that. Yeah, the attraction I feel too is natural, and I'm getting optimism. Like you could be a very bubbly, beautiful, optimistic person. It's part of your spiritual gift where you might find that divine feminine. You're the type when you walk into a room, people are drawn to you, or people may smile, or everybody starts looking, and it's a very positive, receptive energy that people receive. People might just all of a sudden be in a good mood, or you may make somebody laugh. You could take a very serious look off of someone's face with just a smile, because like I'm seeing like you hold that vibration. Okay, you give it freely because you know you're highly protected. So when I feel like you two met, I don't know how it is you would have met. We can get some context around that. What's the current energy between like their meeting? I'm seeing you two would have avoided one another at some point, turning the other way, hoping that this would be some kind of stalemate. Maybe that's how this friendship started off. Very, very nervous initially in front of one another, often feeling turned off, then it turning to attraction, and then so much to the point where you guys just couldn't avoid one another. And then boom, it's like you end up spending more time talking to one another and building like this kind of, friendship that kind of sets itself on fire without really meaning to. It just does because of the way that you two are attracted to each other. It's like, I see you two sitting for hours enjoying like casual talk, but it's like what each other's souls needed, especially this divine masculine energy. Like I feel like some of the most platonic conversations that you two have had has created the most attraction between you, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm seeing that somebody just loves your your personality, your style, the way that you might be witty, and I'm also seeing the way that you just allow them to be themselves, or the way that they can be themselves. It's something about this lovin'. It's like you make a man feel good, divine feminine, whoever you are. That's from his perspective. I'm hearing that very clearly. You know how to make a man feel good. And I'm seeing that in this other situation that he's in. The reason this feels, it's a big moment of confusion, or feeling like he's been under some kind of illusion as to what relationships really should be. You know what the thing is too? In this relationship here, I'm hearing that like he's been under this, like, when you try to share your feelings and somebody tries to explain to you, like, when two people are together for a long time, like the romance naturally dies down and things like that. Like I do feel like that was just kind of the vibe in the situation, where it's like two people convinced each other that it's like, well, we've been together for long enough and we might as well just like live like roommates type of thing. Whereas when he spends time with you, and this attraction energy there is very present as well as this healing energy, it's very difficult for him to feel like he could ever fall out of love with you. Okay. That was very deep and very interesting. Let's see what else he's feeling in terms of like, no, not even what he's feeling. What did you give this man in terms of the lovin'? What did you put down? Okay, so we have the energy of children coming up. Your love life is being affected by children. You could be very mature, divine feminine, okay? Natural nurturer. And you have this maturity about you, whereas I feel another connection doesn't have the emotional maturity. Like, you know what it's like to maybe handle your children, and so you have a sense of patience about you. I see a lot of conflict here where it's like two people behave like children. You create a sense of safety for someone. The vibe doesn't feel like that when it's with you. It doesn't feel chaotic or like someone's about to blow their top. And this could very well be because you are used to handling your children's temper tantrums. And so you have remarkable patience about yourself, and just I don't know, mature way of communicating. You could be a Queen of Swords, a natural gift, natural air, natural tact for communicating and communicating your ideas and thoughts very well. If you also have water in your chart, you could be just very receptive to people's feelings, and you don't oftentimes like hurting people's feelings, and if you do, you're usually quick to take accountability. Someone finds that extremely attractive about you. We also have worth waiting for. Okay, I told you he's starting to feel like he doesn't want to miss out on this opportunity. Okay, he knows that this is worth waiting for, or he feels like something big is occurring, and I just feel like the more you two get to know each other or bond with one another through this either platonic relationship, this friendship that, again, it has been setting itself on fire, because I do see at times that you both share such intimate details with each other that it's often hard not to think about each other when you're not with each other, or it's really hard to feel like, I wonder what they're doing, if they're okay, how did that go for them, or if you guys, share things. You guys might work together, you guys could be old friends that are reconnecting, right? Maybe you went to high school together, parted ways. I just feel like with the getting to know each other card, it's giving me that, two people who try to avoid each other, but you can't avoid one another. Okay, and ever since you either stepped into the picture, or for some of you, I should say, stepped back into the picture, there has definitely been some eyes wide open around this energy, around confusion, okay? Just feeling torn. Torn between two lovers, feeling like a fool. And that could be significant. Okay, torn between a past love, and that past love is resurfacing and coming back to the point now where it's even more intense than it was when it began. All right, if you guys like romantic reads like these, make sure you check out my library in the memberships. I've got beautiful extended readings in there with a touch of little personal tidbits from my own journey. All right, and if you guys would like a personal session, I am over at hipsy.com. The links are in the description. I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.